Man, wouldn't you basically love to tell your former boss, the one who suspended you, to basically F off in a YouTube video? Allegedly, Wesley Bryan stirring the pot per usual in this week's major cut video. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome back to the Scratch Golf Show. If you're new here to the channel, welcome. My name is Marco and I'm your host. Here on the Scratch Golf Show, we cover all things news, YouTube, and pro golf, and we interview the top creators in the YouTube golf space. Today, we're going to be talking about Wesley Bryan and something he said about his former boss, what playing in the next Live Duels means for his suspension, and you're going to want to stick around to the end because I do have a surprise for you. We're going to be talking about all that throughout the entirety of the video, not just 30 seconds to get you to click on it. I'm going to need two favors from you. Hit that like button below and hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 5,000 subscribers before the end of summer. It's a lofty goal, but I know I can do it with your help. So smash that subscribe button now. Let's get into it.
Yeah, the whole
in the world.
Yeah.
You're good at golf, dude. Imagine if you weren't suspended.
You're good
Sky,
from the fairway.
you can't joke about that yet. That's my career we're talking about.
No, this is your career we're talking about.
Cheers.
There
Dude,
you
you
go.
just work for your brother now. How sad is that?
No, all this wound up for him working for me.
I quit working for to work for George. Talk about a freaking upgrade. Leave that out of the video, Sky.
Whew, bring in the heat, Wes. Credit to Grant and the major cut at Oakmont. I'll link that video in the description. Make sure you check it out. I'm sure you have already. But him saying, I love how he has fully embraced the suspension and just leaned into the content side of it. He's done the suspended match series on Bryan Bros TV. Now just, telling Sky to leave it out of the video when he clearly doesn't want him to. Talking about Jay Monahan, allegedly, Jay Monahan, PGA Tour commissioner, his former boss. That's what he's talking about when he says, talk about a freaking upgrade, when he says he's working for George. Oh man, I love it. I love Wes, and I love, like I said, how he's leading into the content side of it. But probably not doing himself any favors with the PGA Tour commissioner, Jay Monahan, because he's ultimately the one, ironically enough, who decides Wesley's fate if he's eligible to play in PGA Tour events, ironically enough. Anyway, let's talk about Live Duels and what this means for his suspension. So in April, when it was reported that Wesley was going to be suspended, and once he confirmed it, everything after with Live Duels, and the main reason he was suspended, I believe, was because of the money, media rights violation. What people don't know is his term was indefinitely. Now, PGA Tour has been extremely inconsistent. Shocker, PGA Tour being inconsistent with a lot of these things. Grant being allowed to play in PGA Tour events and host the Live Duels, but Wesley not allowed. Anyway, I digress. But the shocker, they're being inconsistent. But what I want to talk about is actually one thing in particular. And although his suspension is termed indefinitely, we have seen the PGA Tour do stuff like this with people who haven't even played on Live. And the most likely ban, and I think it's been reported on already, is around 12 months. But what people don't, I think, realize is that ban restarts essentially every time. If this is consistent, this is just me putting things together, forming and taking an opinion. If I'm right, every time he plays in a Live Duels or there is a new Live Duels that drops, as long as Jay Monahan deems it ineligible event, I believe is the term. He's the one who actually, Jay Monahan, like I said, the one who was talking about upgrade, has final say on this. If he deems this ineligible, that 12-month ban restarts. And so I would assume, from 6/23, that would be retroactive. As we know, there's going to be 4 more Live Duels going through this end of this summer, ending at Live Chicago at Bolingbrook. So if I'm right, Wesley Bryan essentially has a rolling 12-month ban every time he plays in Live Duels. Now, it doesn't seem like as long as Live's around, Live Duels is going to be a thing. It seems like they're fully embracing the creator side of it. Anthony, comment below if you think I'm right, but it seems like they're fully embracing the side of the creators. And so I don't think Live Duels is going to be going away. So as long as there's this, split in the world of golf, PGA Tour, Live, and Live Duels is a thing, Wesley Bryan could just have a rolling 12-month suspension. Which, hey, I've talked to Wes in an interview. I interviewed him last summer at the Rocket Mortgage. He had said, and I think he's talked about another podcast, that he's cool leaving the PGA Tour. Like, he's fully embraced the YouTube side of things. And even last year at Detroit, he said to me, when I interviewed him, he said, if this is my last event in the PGA Tour, so be it. And obviously, it doesn't seem like he has a great relationship with the leadership. It seems like he has a really good relationship with a lot of the players, a lot of his buddies, Carson Young, like I said, who he did the suspended match with. But as long as Jay Monahan is in charge, and there is, like I said, that fracture in the world of pro golf, and Live Duels is the thing, it seems like Wes is going to be done on the PGA Tour. And it wouldn't shock me if he's never plays on the PGA Tour again. Quite frankly, I don't think he cares. He could go to Live at some point if he continues to play professional golf. Not stop. Now he's never going to be talented enough, but if he wants to continue to play in professional golf events, wouldn't shock me if he went to Live at all. Like, it just makes sense. He does the creator side. He can do content for Live, and Live's obviously signed creators with Rick Shields. But like I said, in my opinion, I think he'll have a rolling 12-month suspension as long as Live Duels. And side note, Anthony, I want to know if you see this. Was Live Duels pushed because of Carney's wedding being the week of Live Duels? I just want to know. I'm genuinely curious. Anyway, that's going to be it for the breaking news. What? Oh my God. What do you mean he's in a PGA Tour event? I just talked about how he's suspended. No way. Hold up. Okay, forget everything I just said. I was just told by a source on the ground that let's go to the John Deere Classic, PGA Tour event, local stop in Silvis, Illinois. The 4th of July week. Let's go to the field list. Would you take a look at that? What the hell is going on? Is Wesley Bryan suspended? Is he not suspended? Who knows? All jokes aside, I actually did see this on Twitter the other day that he was listed on this field list, and I think it's a mistake. You can see here on the John Deere Classic, the field list is not final until Friday, June 27th at 5 p.m. I assume Wesley registered for this event a while ago and just was never taken off the website. Once the field list is final, I assume he'll be taken off unless somehow there's like I said, a heel in the world of pro golf, or Jay Monahan somehow says you're unsuspended. I highly doubt that after Live Duels. I just want to lean into the comedy side of this. Although I do find this very interesting that he is on this list and it hasn't been taken care of. I think it's an error. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.